Okay, I am finally here. I'm sorry about that delay. Let me just whoops, gotta turn my laptop off. And I want to get some of this stuff out of the way so it's not distracting. So let me just move over a little bit and hopefully keep this all straight. And it doesn't look like it's quite straight yet, so just bear with me. Hello, Carla. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Barbara. Lynn's on. Awesome. That's great. Boy, still a little crooked here. Might be going the wrong way. All right. So if I sound a little funny, it's because I came home with not a head cold. It's not COVID, but my station tube, I think that's what it's called, in my right ear is not correct. So I'm all kind of feeling stuffed up and painful, but hopefully in 3 days it will get better. It's my ear's not infected, but it's really throwing me off a little bit with my balance and all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll be better. I didn't want to make any cards tonight or any projects just because I'm not sure how long I can stay on here live, but I wanted to come to you guys to just go over the Stampin' Up and Sent Up trip that I just came back on Saturday. And I do have to say a little disclaimer that Stampin' Up has us say or post wherever we talk about the Stampin' Up incentive trip. And it goes like this. The claims published here are not representative of typical Stampin' Up demonstrators. The level of sales to achieve this result requires significant work and is accomplished by a substantially small percent of Stampin' Up demonstrators. I will copy and paste that into the description after the video of my live is done, but I am required to say that. There were 348 demonstrators worldwide that achieved the incentive trip. Not everyone was there. You have an option to cash out, especially like if you're ill or, I know a couple people that had surgery that weren't able to go. So Stampin' Up still does honor them, and they'll get a cash out option. So they still get all the gifts that you'll see tonight, but they they won't be able. They don't go on the trip. So I've never been to Mexico, so that was kind of fun to see what Mexico's all about. I knew it would be bright and cheerful because their colors, as you'll see in the gifts I received, are very, very bright and colorful. But before that, I just want to go over my host code for May 1st to the 14th. The code is, or the host code is here. It's BBTZVV7Z. And what it's all about is these embellishments here. I can finally show you the inside of the catalog. And last night, I don't know, I stayed up until like 11:30 because I was in the groove. And when sometimes you're just getting stuff done, you want to keep going. But I marked up my catalog. I have one catalog that I use and I mark it up so I don't order twice. But that didn't work because I have the, let's see, what is it called? The Hearts and Hugs bundle. I purchased this 2 times. So when I hit $100,000 in career sales, I will be having a little fun prize giveaway. And that will be one of the bundles that I will be giving away. So I'm less than $3,000 away. And my goal is to hit that at August 1st. So hopefully I can do that, and I'll need your help to get there. So whether you join my card club or you order from me, purchase my classes, that does help in every which way. So so the host code here, if you place an order between May 1st and the 14th, you will, let's see, I have it here. Oh, I had it here. $40 will get you an embellishment of your choice. So you will get to let me know what embellishment you would like on from the catalog. Some of them are carryovers from the mini or the annual catalog from last year. So you'll get a choice, and I want you to pick out your choice because that's how I'm going to run it this month. And then if you order, I think it was the $50, I think it is, you'll get some cards as well. So from my stash, and I have like 1,000 cards, and I'm going to be sending those out. And I did send out a lot of cards today, so I'm on that. Getting caught up on birthdays and all that, thinking of you kind of cards. So this is my special until the end of the day on the 14th of May. So also what I was doing last night, I mentioned that I was organizing. So I've been away, so I haven't been able to organize. But last night I worked on my embellishments, and this is kind of how I keep them. I think I need a little bit bigger basket. I've got to find, because I think I have all but like 2 embellishments that are being offered through the catalog. So what I do is, let me just see if I can find an empty one. Let's see. These are passport little pockets. They're, they just slide in there. They're meant for passports. But what I do is I like to take the embellishments out of the package once I use them. This one, of course, I haven't used yet. And this is one of the 24-26 in color resin dots. So that's a new embellishment. Hopefully you can see this through the cello bag. But this is how I arrange my embellishments. So I use my little label maker. I add the item number and what the price is. So here's another one, the transparent adhesive back dots. These are really cool. I haven't even opened up the packages yet. So I'm excited to be using some of the embellishments on my May card club. So this is kind of how I do it. This is one from this adhesive back sparkle gems. And then we have the adhesive backed dappled dots. This is a carryover, the petal pink and pretty peacock foiled gems. And I like those because they do go with a lot of our cardstock and also our designer paper. These are the adhesive backed dots for days. I'm going to be saying adhesive backed a lot because when I was typing out all these on the label maker, I was punching that in quite often. But these are the textured dots. And then we have the in color dots for 23-25. They have a little sparkly on them. Iridescent foiled gems, those are a carryover. The opal rounds, these are really nice as well. And I cut the side off here because some of the packaging is a little bit too big, so I'm just going to trim it down. But these I can't wait to use. They are so pretty, and they have that little sparkle of glitter inside there, and I probably can't see it, but this would be one of the embellishments I would choose if I was if I placed an order with myself. And then we have the adhesive backed metallic gems. It might be better if I just take these out. These are kind of like the iridescent ones, the shape of them, but of course they're different colors. They're all metallic. And we have the, here are the iridescent faceted gems. That's what I was referring to on the last one. And they are kind of similar, except for these do not have a flat top on them. These are really nice. I've never seen like a basic gray or smoky slate in pearls. I rarely see this color. Silver is kind of the color I usually see, but this is basic gray and smoky slate. These are only $7.50, people. It's awesome. These are the adhesive back pearl trios, $7.50. Of course, they did carry over the rhinestone basic jewels. I like that they did because we can color these with our Stampin' Blends, and we can color them of any Stampin' Blends colors. They carried over the purple fine shimmer gems, which are nice. And the neutrals adhesive back sequins, they carry over those as well. What I like about sequins is they're flat, and they usually do not protrude out of like your envelopes when you're sending a card. And they kind of mail kind of flat, and those are $7.50. They carried over the brushed brass butterflies, and those are $10 still. The rainbow adhesive back dots are carried over, $9. And then these are really pretty. If you don't have the 24-26 in color shimmer gems, highly recommend them. I used these on my swap card that I created for the incentive trip. Iridescent pearl gem, pearls, that's a carryover. Iridescent adhesive back discs. Have the bright colors like the Berry Burst, Melon Mambo type of thing. Blooming pearls, another carryover. We have the flat adhesive back pearls as another carryover. And then we have the tinsel gems, the 3-pack and the 4-pack carryover. I love that they're all kind of the same but different colors. And another, these are the ombre matte decorative dots carryover. In the faceted gems, oh no, not the faceted gems. Yeah, faceted gems trio pack is also a carryover. And then we have online exclusives. So don't forget about online exclusives. If you can't find something in the catalog, go to the website, type in the item number, and a lot of times you will find them in the online exclusives area. So these are the adhesive back swirl dots. And I have a very little amount of the adhesive back shiny sequins. Those go with the zinnia paper. I do not have any of the adhesive back dragonflies and birds or the snowflake assortment. Those are on my list to order. Also new in the annual catalog are the industrial trinkets. This goes with the airplane paper, which they kind of have like a starburst on one side, and then on the other side, it's kind of flat. So you could showcase either side. It doesn't really matter. And I decided to keep these in one of these like passport folders just because it just is a little bit smoother that way. We also have I think these are an online exclusive, but I can't remember. Something tells me they are not. These are the adhesive back sequins trio. So 3 different colors there. And also we have the paper butterfly accents, which is carried over. So I like that we have a lot of new, and we also have a lot of carryover items as well. And I love to use both. Of course, I'd like to use new, but I also like to gravitate towards something that we might already have in our craft room. These also are carrying over. I used these in a project earlier, last year. And they are the textured elements. They're an online exclusive, and these you can color with Stampin' Blends. Or I guess you could use your Stampin' Right markers, although I use blends. I like to use these at Christmas time because you can color in those little circles and make them look like berries. I use cherry cobbler to do that. So that's my, oh gosh, I just got to like blank my host code offering until the 14th, end of day. But I want to also mention that we are excited about the new starter kit promotion. We would love to have you join our team. We are called the Inspired Daisies, and I'm getting ready. That's another thing I did today was send out the agenda and made all my meeting minutes. So we have a Zoom meeting on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You're invited to attend if you would like. You can just send me an email, but It's for all of my members, directs, level 2 and level 3. But we are offering a starter kit that is absolutely wonderful. It's showcasing the 24 to 26 in colors. So you get an added bonus of $82 and the in color classic Stampin' Pad bundle. We have our cardstock, the 6x6 designer series paper, and the in color Stampin' Write markers. So we would love to have you come on board. This starter kit costs $99 plus your sales tax. It ships for free, so that's exciting. You also get a paper pumpkin kit, and there it would be, it's not a current one, but it's a past one, and you'll get a lot of business supplies. But I can tell you that 99% of my, I say 98% of my team are hobby stampers. So you don't need to feel like pressured into becoming a business-minded demonstrator. I was a hobby demonstrator probably for 10, 12 years before I went business-minded. So you all got to start somewhere, and a lot of people are just hobby stampers and love to purchase for the discount, and that's 20 to 25%. So I'd love to talk to you about that. If you want to shoot me an email, I would certainly be happy to talk with you later on this week. But let's go to Mexico. So when we got there, I flew out of Burlington, Vermont, and then we went to Newark, and then we went nonstop to Cancun. So everything went really smoothly except for our return flight. We got stuck Cancun to Dulles, Washington Dulles. We got stuck there for an extra 3 hours. So you know, when you want to get home, you want to get home. But I actually took advantage of that 3 hours, and I brought work with me, my day job work. So I was able to get in like 3 hours of work. So I was kind of happy about that. I go back to work tomorrow. So, but anyway, flights, you know, you never know what you're going to get, especially international ones. But it was pretty smooth. Once we got to the resort, which was fabulous, I have a little brochure here that I kept just for memories, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this was a really nice map that they gave us if we asked for it at the front desk. So you can see all the blue, that is your pools. They were beautiful. The infinity pool was probably the most active pool when we were there, but also we've got the ocean too here. And this is a chapel right here. I'm not sure if I've uploaded this on my Inspired Daisies Facebook page yet, but I climbed all the way up there using the stairs. It wasn't actually too hard, but it was a really good exercise. And inside the chapel is just gorgeous. So this was very helpful in finding different aspects of the resort because it's so big. It's huge, and there's like 5 or 6 of the Eshkare resorts. But anyway, we also got this card, and this is from Shelly and Sarah, who were both there. Just a very simple card. Hip hip hooray, of course. And then we got to do this like experience, shopping experience, kind of. And we all started out when we always get a bag, and I know I'm not going to be able to show you this, but into its entirety, but let me just wait and see what the laptop looks like. This is the bag I picked out. They were bright ones, neutrals. I'm sure you've seen some of them, but this is handmade. Everything we received is handmade, even this bag here. So the only thing that was added to it was the Stampin' Up leather little tag here. So this was very helpful going to wherever we wanted to go because it's stiff and it's really, really sturdy. It's never going to fall apart. So what was else at the gifting experience? We got to choose colors. So this is the one I picked out Kind of reminds me of Starry Sky a little bit. But again, this is handmade. Like I said, everything's handmade. And there's another Stampin' Up! Little tag on here too. I love that they put those all on there. So nice little fan. You needed the fan because it was so darn hot. Like unbelievable. The humidity, which I'm used to when I hike and such, but it was probably one of the worst humidity I've ever experienced. But you know, you go find colder places to rest, the pool, the ocean, or I went to 2 parks. Both of them were experienced basically under the ground, and it was much cooler there. Or we were zip lining, which I absolutely loved. We had 8 zip lines, and I got Debbie to go, my downline, who came with me. So these are packing bags. You could have picked out any kind that you wanted. You got a large, a medium, and a small. I'm going to bring these on my hiking trip in June. Probably the smaller ones. I won't need the bigger one, but this will be really good to be able to find like my like medication or, you know, things that I'll need every day. But again, these are handmade and they just open up like this. So that's kind of cool. And we also have some pull tabs that say Stampin' Up! On them. So 3 different sizes. I decided to go with 3 different patterns. A lot of people chose to just go with the same pattern, but I wanted to mix it up. So these are the patterns I got here. There's a nice little Stampin' Up! Logo tag right here. And it's on every single one. So that's what I got. This yellow reminds me of the Mango Melody, which we used to have. But these are all Stampin' Up! Colors. I'm putting everything back in the bag, by the way. I'm trying to stay really, really organized. There were 2 ladies there at a table, and they were making these. And they're little, like, felt. I don't know what they're called, but they're made out of yarn and some felt. And I know some people tied them to their bags. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine. I like this one. I gravitated towards this one because the green caught my eye, and it's really bright colors and kind of like that Mexico feel of really bright colors. The next thing was this little bag. So there was a bunch of bags in one big box, and we had to close our eyes and we had to just pick. So then we opened it up. And this is beautiful, you guys. I hope you can see the detail on this. I'm going to put this on this white paper. This is a bull. I got the bull, but it's all hand painted. Hopefully I'll bring this a little bit closer to show you all the little spots and details. And there's a nice little flower at the top, and then the horns, I wouldn't want to get like, you know, gouged with those in the tail. But I looked this up earlier today to see they all have meanings. And so the spiritual meaning of the bull. So what does a bull represent spiritually? It represents, so spiritually, the bull represents not just physical strength, but also inner resilience and the ability to stand firm in the face of adversity. Fertility and abundance are other key aspects associated with bull symbolism. So I think that is actually me. That sounds just like Karen. So I was happy to get this one. I'm sure this bag, this bag definitely was handmade as well. So I'll treasure this. I'm not sure where I'll put it in my craft room, but I've got to reorganize it a little bit. Another experience we had was these gorgeous clay picture frames. They just have this little piece of paper in there right now, but that will slide out, and I can choose one of our photos that we took and put it in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm being really careful not to break this. I know some people did break theirs, and I'm not sure if they were able to get a replacement or not. So I want to be really careful with that one. What else did we get? In our room, we got, oh, I'll do that last. Each day we were able to spin a wheel, and whatever it landed on, 1, 2, or 3, or actually it was colors this year, determined what you got. So the first day I got the very black and very vanilla ribbon. This is a carryover, and it's the large checked ribbon, and it's a 3/8 of an inch. So that was the first thing I got. And then the second thing, I missed the second day because we were at a park and we didn't get back until 7:02, and they closed at 7. And I really didn't want to go in there and ask them to spin the wheel, just because I'm sure they had a long day too. So the next day they allowed me to spin the wheel, and then just I could choose from one of 3 stamp sets. So I chose Forever Forest, and I'll be using this one too. It's a cling mount stamp, and I did not have this from the earlier catalog. So that was day 2. Day 3 was designer paper, and I chose the Full of Life 6x6, which is in the annual catalog. I like the bright colors. Mexico really convinced me to take all of the paper that had the bright colors. And then the last day we got a Mexico Stampin' Up sticker, and also another sticker Stampin' Up. So I think these are going to go in my car. So I got to just clean my car in order to put them on my car. Okay, and that only goes on the window, by the way. I don't put anything like on the car. Next up is what we got delivered to our room. And these, again, are all homemade. I don't know which order we got them in. Probably the one that's empty was the one, because I think we ate this was chocolate, I think. There was 2 little candies in there. But here's what this one looks like. It looks like Pretty Peacock, by the way. And then this looks like Calypso Coral. And inside that, we had 2 candies. And let me just open this up and see what it is. Mexico's food is really spicy. And this looks like, I'm going to take a little bite of it because you never know. I think it tastes like caramels, and there's nuts in there. Probably almonds. So that's what that one's all about. And then this one here, let me try this one. It looks like black licorice. But we were fooled on another one that was, what was it? We thought it was something, and it was actually chocolate, which Debbie and I really liked. And this looks like chocolate too. It's got sugar on it, so let me tell you. Oh my God. It's all sugar. I cannot eat this. This is really not very healthy for Karen. But it's sweet. And then, sorry, the last day was this really beautiful, colorful little basket too. And I know we didn't get this the last day. I think this was actually the first or second day. So this looks like a marshmallow, but, oh, it's coconut. I could totally eat that one. I like coconut. So anyway, 4 different little baskets. I wanted to buy a bunch of those, but they were just rather too expensive for me. And then kind of some odd things. Got a pen from the hotel. It's wood. Here's my badge. So to distinguish the demonstrators that earned the trip to guess, mine was black. All the demonstrators that earned the trip had black badges, and the other demonstrators had a different color badge. And the red dot on the back means I swapped, and you'll get to see all the cards I got from the swap. This is just like a coaster. I don't know, I just grabbed it. Not sure why. And then the last gift, oh wait, we got a water bottle from Eshkare when we went to, I'm going to call it the Coliseum. It was just a beautiful show. And I really can't talk about it because it's just, I would just like talk about it for an hour. Excuse me, but we got this. I never filled it up. But the last gift, I think everybody really, really liked. And I gotta take a drink of water. Hold on. Sorry about that. That was a coconut. So you all know we sell the albums and the inserts. But what they did, think about this, you guys. 348 demonstrators received this same exact item. They took the time to kind of put these cards in here for scrapbooking. So they're all kind of Mexico themed. And they're just so beautiful. So I can't wait to get my pictures to add on to here. These little cards make it so easy, just because they're already decorated for you. But as you can see, lots of bright, cheerful colors. I like this one the best. And then some other little smaller ones. I've got a blank sheet, which is great because I can make my own. And then here's a 4x6. And then another couple blank sheets here. And then these are stickers. I didn't even take this out yet, so we're gonna see this together. Oh, it's probably, okay, so we got two sheets. Two sheets of these, and I don't know what those words are. I don't know Spanish. And then here's these. So I can use these stickers with my photos. And this one here is a large sheet. And it came in the box, and it had this really colorful bow on it. And that was on the bed when we got back to the room. So that's all I got. There's a water bottle that's downstairs. I also took some of the glass bottles from the room. We were able to take whatever we wanted. Basically, they drink. They have their tap water in these like really, really big bottles, and I have mine full of Crystal Light right now, and I can't like bring it over here else it'll spill. But I took 3 of the smaller ones and 1 of the larger ones home, so I'm starting to use those already. Okay, you guys ready for swaps? Because I'm ready to go over all of these. I'll tell you who made them. I don't know. I have not educated myself enough to tell you what the paper is or anything like that. The designer paper especially. But here we go. So I'll tell you who made the card too. This is one of my favorite cards. It's got that foil paper on the front. It's congratulations, we got Pebbled Path. And in the inside, it's not required to put anything on the inside for swap cards, but they did, and they stamped a little flower down at the bottom. And this one is, actually the designer paper is Nature's Sweetness Specialty. Cardstock is Pebbled Path Basic White. Stamps, Lovely and Sweet. The dies, Lovely and Sweet. The ink, Pebbled Path. Embossing folder, Painted Texture. They used liquid glue dimensionals, embossing powder, white and gold. And this was by Kylie and Bruno Bertucci. Really nice people. Debbie and I actually had our photo taken with them on the bridge one evening. And then here's a card. This one is made by Melissa Purswell. And we've got some dolphins. And this is the Sun Moon stamp set. I don't know what it's called, but that came out really nice. And then here's another one. This is a sympathy card, and this is die cut and popped up with dimensionals. And they put this, they use boho blue. And this is Karen Braxton. And she's from Montana. Made this lovely card. And again, boho blue. And Blackberry Bliss. And then here's the airplanes flying by to say hi. And here's those little trinkets there. And then this is made by Kelly, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name. ENTR, it looks like. So thank you so much, Kelly, for making this one. She used the linen thread baker twine in white. And then here's another gorgeous card. And this one is made by Jessica Brigden. And she's from area code 607, which I think is Michigan, but I'm not quite sure. Here are those sequins that I showed you earlier. And we've got Berry Burst and Basic Black. And then this is white. Looks like it's been stamped. And the sentiment is in Basic Black. And then here's the same stamp set, Grateful for You. They used linen thread. And what they did was stamp this first. And then they embossed it with the exposed brick. So you can kind of see that, I think. And then we've got the iridescent pearls. And they actually added a white on the inside too. This is by Anna Hellman. All right, so I've never done this technique. Maybe I should try that someday. This is a kind of an interactive card, and they embossed in gold. We got some soft seafoam foliage. We got bubble bath here. There's a lot of detail in this card. Let me just count them for you. We got one, two, wait, I think that's, oh, I think that's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I think 14, 14, plus the inside 15 pieces. And we had to make 26 of these cards. That's a lot of effort right here. And this card is made by Fiona Carson from New Zealand. So great work, Fiona. And good for you for doing all that work for us. This is a foliage stamp set, brought a background stamp set. Looks like they embossed with clear embossing powder and shaded spruce and maybe pretty peacock on that. The leaf punch, layering leaves, thinking of you, and basic beige is the card base, and that's Lonely Spend Love. All right, so that's this one. Oh, and they use the, not Shy Shamrock. What's the other color? I will get to know these colors. This is one of my favorite cards as well. It's like so striking, I think that's why. And I love how they created their focal point here. Have a blessed day. And this like cute little simple bow at the bottom. Night of Navy is the card base. This is made by Susie Wood of Iowa. So thank you, Susie. And she used one of those little like Night of Navy pearls, gems in the middle there. And she only used one. And this is kind of a different, I don't have this set yet, but this is kind of a very basic card, but it's pretty much of a wow card if you ask me. It's just a thank you card, basic beige. And it looks like, oh man, it doesn't look like, I think it must be basic white, but it doesn't really look like it though. This is by Glenda Mollett, Craft Room Stamper, in CA's Canada. So that one is from Canada. I love this card too. I would have cut this a little bit smaller, but best friend ever. And we got the new embossing folder here. We got the gold trim, which is carrying over from the online exclusives. They used a ton of Wink of Stella here. I don't know if you can see it, but everything here, the pot and the flowers are all used Wink of Stella, and they also splattered on here. It looks like with the black. And this is Sherry's cards. So Sherry at stampinonline.com. I like how she has that little flower there. Country Woods. I love that paper. Hello friend is, I really like this card because it's kind of a wow when you open it up. It's not a really nice bow. That's a really good job. But there's a lot of die cutting here. And I like how she did the tearing technique here. That just looks great. And then what she did was take that other piece that she tore off and she added it to the inside. So the hello friend, hoping you have the best day ever. So I really like that. And this is made by Donna Gray, and she's from QLD. I'm not sure where that is. If you know, you can put that in the comments. And then here's the heartfelt hugs. I'm going to do a card class using Hearts and Hugs stamp set, which is the one I'll be giving away once I hit my 100,000 in career sales. I'm only like less than 3,000 to go, so any help would be greatly appreciated. So that will be one of the bundles I'll be giving away once I hit 100,000. I'm gonna have a big party to celebrate. But isn't that so cute? I think it's a gerbil, and these little flowers here die cut, and then that's the peach color, new in color here. Stephanie Floth, and she's from Michigan. There's a lot of stampers from Michigan. And this one here is a different size card. It's by Alexandra Grape from England. And it's an interactive card too. So I don't know if you can see this, but she used one of those little springy things. I don't know if you can, it's white, so I don't know if you can see that in there. There's a little spring thing there, and you just punch it, like you can make it go. See that? Isn't that cute? Any kid would love that. I gotta get some of these little springy things and make some of those. But I like how she used a banner on the inside for the message, and then you can just write your message here. So Alexandra Grape. And I don't know what size this is. It probably is a 4x4 is my guess. And then this one's in French. And Bonjour Rachel. And I don't have a last name on that one. It just says Rachel. And Basic Beige. And she did tone on tone, as that stamping here is basic beige as well. We've got a few more here. Petunia Pop is our color there, and this is the In Color DSP. I'm not sure what stamp set this is from, but Choose Joy is what it says. And this one was created by Renee Kolunk from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Sorry if I really messed your name up there. Here's a thank you card. This embossing folder, the swirly, is really, really nice. So if you don't have that one, make sure it's on your list to purchase. And there's that glimmer paper, which looks really nice. I have a hard time working with glimmer paper because it gives me headaches. But this one, it's soft because of the pink. And I think I could manage with that. And those are the In Colors with bubble bath there. And this one was created by Debbie Yeomans. And that's from ACT, which I don't know what country that is. You Mean the World to Me. Here's a different color of the glimmer paper. And she used just a small little strip here. Unbound Beauty is the designer paper, and then this is the punch there, and then You Are Loved Beyond Measure. This one, oh, I like her little business card here. Terry Brinkman from Ohio. So good job there. And then here's this one. I can never figure these out, but I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. But Summer Splash, and we got the Happy Birthday, and we got a die cut here, and then we got Petunia Pop ribbon. So she used a lot of In Colors, the new colors. And this is by Lori Helling. Here's another one using basic beige and the same stamp set, Unbound Beauty. And then this is another new embossing folder too. Lots of little dots on it. I've seen this, not a technique, but this style a lot lately. Just strips of, probably scraps of cardstock to use. And then may all your wishes come true. And this is created by Holly Sutton Batla. All right, thanks, Holly. And here's some more glimmer paper for you. Happy birthday, same stamp set. I kind of put these all together because it's this same stamp set being used. And Petunia Pop ribbon. I like how that bow is. That's a pretty good job. And this is made by Sarah. And creating with Sarah .stampinup.net. There's no last name on here. Creating with Sarah. You can see that this embossing folder here is pretty popular. And then we got some more Unbound Beauty. Happy birthday. Summer Splash. Petunia Pop. And that's a top fold card by Robin Scheischerzer. I don't know. I'm so sorry for really messing that name up. And here's another one, Hope. I like this one. It's kind of, so what she did here was she used designer paper for the majority of the card. So this is just your cardstock white and your Summer Splash with some die cut, some stamping. Here's some more die cutting. And then when it opens up, kind of looks like this. So all of this here is designer paper. And here's some white here. And then on the back side, it's just like a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Kim Wilson, craftdoc.com. I like how this one turned out. I might use this one in Card Club. All right, so next up is this is the Spotlight on Nature, and that's the stamp set I'm going to be focusing this month on for my May Card Club. So if you're my Card Club, you will want to get the stamp set and bundle, and it looks like this. So lots of, like, you can just stamp this like in one color and it looks gorgeous. Or you can color with blends, but it's a cling mount stamp set. I like this. I like flowers that go like this, that have a lot of foliage, but also has really nice flowers at the top. And here's a nice detailed foliage leaf as well. And it comes with all of these amazing dies. So I haven't made a template yet for these, but I will be. And I used this before I went to Mexico. I really didn't put it back correctly. But they're all circles, and they're all like either straight, like a sunburst type of thing, or they've got little like flowers or straight lines. Okay, and then this one here is kind of the same thing, but it's a little different in patterns. There's not as many straight lines going out like this one here. So again, this is Spotlight on Nature, and it will be my May Card Club bundle. Again, and here's the card that was made, Petunia Pop, and here's that embossing folder again. And she fussy cut out the butterfly and stamped on the inside, very sweet and simple on the inside. And this is by Colleen Magnus. So great job, Colleen. Love that. And then the last card I have is with the taco stamp set. This is made by Fancy Scrap Stampin' Fanny Solvenlane from France. So of course we went to Mexico and she created kind of a Mexico traditional card. I don't have this stamp set. For me, I just thought there was too many pieces to the puzzle for this stamp set. So I did not gravitate towards this one, but I like how this card turned out. Looks like she did a ton of fussy cutting. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces, elements, actually 4 times 26. So that's how much she had to do for fussy cutting. So That's crazy. And Daffodil Delight is the card base there. So again, I'll go right back. I'll show you these really quickly. I'll just put them down on my surface so you can get one last look at the swap cards. I do have a ton more swap cards. I was in 2 other swaps, and I will be showcasing those as well. And what I'm planning to do is all the swap cards that say are created with the Unbound Beauty, I will be pulling those and showcasing those with free card class in the future. So those are another happy birthday cards. And then here's another one. I just love this embossing folder. If you're not on my email list, you need to be, because that's how you find out any kind of marketing that I do, offering for classes, free classes, free offerings. I'm going to be creating this embossing folder book sampler, which you're going to want to have in your craft room. I will be working on that a little bit later tonight. And once I get it ready, I'll be marketing it. So it's something that you're definitely going to want in your craft room. And so make sure you're on my email list. To do that, you can just go to inspiredbygraham.com and fill out that little pop-up that appears after like 5 seconds. And then you will get automatically added to my email list. I'm trying to build my email list to 500 people. Right now it's at 380. So my next goal is 500. So if you're not on my email list, please go over to my website, inspiredbygraham.com, and fill it out. And I'll be happy to send you emails. I don't spam. I do not send a ton of them. But I'm trying to get on a better campaign of emails. So 1 a day. That's my goal, but it's going to take a while for me to get there, but each day is going to be focused on something. So last Thursday, I did a focus on the clearance rack, the Berry Christmas designer paper. So I just want to showcase definitely the clearance rack, because if you're a craft fair vendor and you like to use Stampin' Up! Products, there's always something on the clearance rack that you must have to create any kind of projects. You can get it at like up to 60% off. And if you're a demonstrator, you tack on your 20 or 25% discount. So you're already up to 80 to 85% discounts. So really think about purchasing that starter kit. I mentioned earlier we are having a starter kit special, and it includes in color paper. So the 24 to 25 or 24 to 26 in color. So you get the classic Stampin' Pad bundle. So that's 5 colors. And then you'll get the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Also, you'll get the 6 by 6 designer series paper, and also the Stampin' Write markers. And that is a value of $82. You will also get $26 worth of extra product that you can order for free, and that's all for $99 plus your sales tax. And you'll also get paper pumpkin kit, a past one, and also free shipping. So it's worth a try. We would love to have you on our Inspired Daisies team of stampers. You can join at my website, inspiredbygraham.com. I am having a new website, and it's really like right around the corner. I can't wait to start working with it. I'm hoping this week will be the release of it. So pardon the construction and the way my old website looks like. It's not anything great, but I'm hoping that this new website will be a lot better and more functional. So let me run through any comments or any questions that you may have, and then I will head off to create that embossing folder, start working on that embossing folder sampler. So looks like got a lot of team members on here, so I love that my team supports me. Tom says they probably put the tap water in the bottles. Oh my God, no, they did not. I watch Anna Hellman. Donna Gray is Australia. Thank you so much for letting us know. Wobblers found on Amazon. Okay, so I'll be heading to Amazon as well. So, all right. Any other questions? If not, I will sign off and I will head to the computer and brush up this live video and create it into a replay and send it out by email. So I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching me tonight. I appreciate it. And again, if you would love to join our team, we'd love to have you. No stress, no, you know, what's that title of the gym? Oh my gosh, I just looked out my window and there's like this gorgeous sunset. I love that it's like, what time is it? 8:01 and it's still not dark yet. So I love that. But anyway, if you got any questions, you can just email me. I'd love to speak with you. So take care. Have a great week. And hopefully next Monday, I will have my full voice back and my ear won't hurt so much. Okay. The price you pay, right? Okay. Take care and be well.